If a lot of people love each other, the world would be a better place to live.
Well, November turned out to be a bit busier than I had anticipated, and it was kind of nice though, actually, because a couple of Sundays in a row I was able to work for the English, the standardized English proficiency tests. I'm not going to mention what that test is called because they're kind of particular. I don't know why you're not supposed to mention that kind of stuff, or at least speak on an official way or claiming to be official or whatever. I'm just, it's a side job that comes across every once in a while, maybe like 3 times a year. So I definitely take the extra money rather gratefully. It's a good opportunity. And so yeah, a couple of 3-day weekends though at the same time. And so yeah, it's kind of a hit and miss, I guess. And so kind of concerned about my ability to complete my F-15 by the end of the year. Right, I have yet to attach wings to this. I have started working on it. Like, here's the wing parts here. I'll probably get around to that probably this weekend, I guess. But since it's kind of late at night, I thought I would go ahead and do another one of these update videos, and maybe have this done by tomorrow evening, and have this done by the end of November. So yeah, so Adrian, I forget what his channel's called now, but the other one is Lemmer Crazy, and we've been doing the F-15 group build together. So links to their channels will be below. So I did get the cockpit interior done, and just been doing a bunch of gaming stuff, right? So I've been where is it? Yep, here it is. Been working on my Raspberry Pi 4, getting it set up with Retppu to have this as a standalone gaming emulator. And of course I have Retppu, that's what's going on here on my desktop. But since I have a Pi 5, I wanted to make my Pi 4 dedicated Retppu mini console. So that's what's going on with this here. And 32 gigabytes just was not big enough. So I went ahead and got 128 gigabyte hard drive, or an SD card I should say, and I was able to put everything on there. So unfortunately Raspberry Pi, because it's ARM architecture and not x86 architecture, the Saturn emulator just it's not even worth bother touching. So and I don't know if a PS2 emulator would work on it or not. I haven't really tried it, but maybe I can try it now, I suppose. But yeah, I just haven't had a standalone Retppu for quite a while now. I had been using the Pi 4 as like a portable desktop computer. And then once I got the Pi 5, though, it's just way faster to boot up. It's fantastic. So again, thanks to my friend Ryan for doing that, right? And he gave that to me as a gift, and I got it when I went to America this past summer. So gosh, what else? Oh yeah, my laptop computer. So I really hope that everybody watching this video by now, you have ditched the whole Windows paradigm and now you are happy using Linux like me. That would be really nice. But anyhow, joking aside, my laptop computer, I had installed Linux Mint Mate, which is what my desktop runs. Mint Mate was maybe a little bit too much for my laptop because it is like a 12-year-old laptop or so, or maybe it's 13 years old by now. I should have gone with Mint XFCE, which is like a real no-nonsense OS that is especially good for older computers. I was going to do that, but I ended up, just for educational purposes, I installed Zorin Zorin OS on that laptop. So Zorin is very, very much like Windows. Now, Mint is, definitely for Windows refugees. Zorin, I think, maybe goes a little, like maybe one step a little bit further to try to really reach out to Windows people. For me, it's not necessary, but I think that people would be really comfortable switching to Zorin, I suppose. I do have some problems with it, though. Like, simple screen capture, for example, is a program that I use for recording video. It doesn't work on Zorin. I don't know why. I had to use OBS. OBS is a little bit more complicated because, you can do live streaming and stuff like that. I don't know how to do any live streaming, but the simple screen recorder is just what you would expect. It's like very basic, and it's just like, look, just record my desktop, and here is the audio source, whether it's from the computer or through the microphone, and that's it. It's just really easy, and for some reason I can't run it on Zorin. I think Ksnip does not work on Zorin either. It's kind of weird. But anyhow, I've just been getting my feet wet with that other Linux distribution this month. And other than that, though, I haven't done a whole ton of modeling. And of course, also, as always, I have a few models that I am on the verge of finishing. But I just haven't gotten around to finishing them yet. So, like the Macross, shoot, where is it? Here we go. The Quads 1 row, right? Now that I have the big Hasegawa version, I want to finish this up. It's almost done. I've got this Enterprise E, right? It's still just very, very slightly, just a little bit more to go, I guess. I don't know if I want to do the fluorescent lights, the fluorescent paints on all the windows to make it seem like it's lighted up when I shine a black light on it or not. I don't know. I'm still debating if I want to do that or not. But, and of course, the Deedlit sofubi, I need to finish her up as well. So who knows, I might be able to knock out a whole bunch of model kits in the month of December. But I really want to focus on the F-15. Back when it was June, I thought that end of 2025 would be enough time to, giving myself enough time to finish the model kit project. But I don't know, life. Life is, yeah. So anyhow, I have not yet finished that, and I don't know, I'll see what I can do. I will work on it this weekend, and also what, I have like maybe 4 or 5 weekends to go until 2026. So I don't know, who knows. Hopefully I can finish it. If not, maybe I'll give an extension deadline, I guess. Who knows. I'll see where the other guys are at with that. Anyhow, gosh, yeah, so even though I haven't done a whole ton of modeling this month, I do have some really cool stuff to show, right? So, I got a Macross sofubi kit to show you. I paid a guy who lives in Japan. I met him on the Macross forum to do some 3D printing for me, right? So like I have this really cool Nadia that I just barely started working on, and I have this really awesome Macross mechanics MOOC, right? I think this comes out maybe 4 times a year. It says autumn 2025. So this is a magazine that comes out apparently, I guess, every season. I've never actually bought an issue of this magazine before, but this one is centered around Macross the movie, Do You Remember Love? And just the contents of this, I had to get it. So if you really enjoy anime modeling, sit back and watch this. I've got some cool stuff to share with you guys, so let me proceed now.
I feel plastic. Hey.
Alright guys, I'll be honest, I haven't been this excited since the last time I got really excited about something. And you're like, well, what is this? Is it a Macross kit? Yes. Hey, isn't that a VF-4 kit? Yes. Hey, don't you... Yes. Alright, stop asking me questions. Alright, just shut up. Alright, so this is a 1/72 scale VF-4 Lightning III from Macross Flashback. No, I have not been drinking. I've just been driving quite a long time, and it's late at night, and now I'm home. So this is a sofubi kit. Okay, so I showed this on my channel quite a long time ago. It seems it's been about 4-5 years ago since I got this kit. I guess, I don't know, 2018. Really, has it been that long ago? Wow. Alright, so this is obviously this is the plastic kit by Wave, right? Same ship, right? So this is old, right? Now I had known that there were resin kits of the VF-4, but I never knew there was a sofubi kit, and I had like a 500 yen coupon for Mercari because I had logged in, and I hadn't logged in such a very long time, and they're like, here's 500 yen. I'm like, cool, okay. So I just did a search for Macross sofubi, and I found this, and it was like, it was basically with that 500 yen coupon, I paid like 2,800 yen for this, and I'm just like, wow, oh my gosh, wow. Alright, so it gives Mr. Color paint numbers, right? It's got radome, it has yellow, etc. I will be instead, though, I'll be using V color because it is sofubi after all. I mean, so you can definitely use regular paints on this, but since it's sofubi, I want to just use the sofubi paints. Alright, so yeah, it gives you the marking instructions here, up side and down side to it. Okay, so you got something for the canopy as well. Really interested in that canopy, see what that's going to be like. Alright, so this is the end here, same on either side, and just some artwork. And look at this, they have a 12th scale Hayase Misa and Lin Minmei. Look at that, 2,500 yen. Good price. Made by Hobby Base Retppu in Nagoya. Wow. Again, I had never ever heard of this kit before, and I found it. I'm like, yoink, yoink. It looks like it's complete. Alright, so let's open everything up here. Oh my gosh. And it comes with decals, and that's just really fantastic. It looks like, you know, it's okay if that gets dirty. I don't care what that is. Slightly yellowed, but other than that, it's in pretty good condition. A lot of this stuff here, now these are, yeah, these no steps, these are going to have to be cut out completely by hand. What? Oh my gosh. It comes with eye decals for pilot figures? Oh my gosh. Alright. Holy crap here. Hold on. Hold on here. Okay, so... It has a stand. And yeah, it shows you what to do to cut out the parts. Oh my golly. Alright, let's take a look here. Let's totally take a look here. Let's get this camera out of my face. Is that better? Yep, okay. Okay. Alright, this is gonna have to be... Alright. Oh, wow. Big West. Even the stand is sofubi. I was expecting it to be something else, but... whatever, I guess. Okay. So... Golly, this is so cool. This is righteousness. Oh, look. Here we have... the pilot figure. That's great. Okay. Here is the cockpit. This is really nice. And this has been worked on a little bit. Some parts have been cut away. This is going to have to be worked on. Right? So this has to have that. So of course what you do every time is soak it in hot water, and then it cuts away real easy. So you got the turbine down in there, right? Can you see that? Yeah, of course you can. Oh, now you can see that, I'm sure, right? Right. Alright, so that'll be painted silver inside there, and then whatever. I'll use the painting it guide for the wave kit just in case. Now that is disappointing. Got a bit of warpage here, but put this in this hot water and maybe it'll come back to life. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is pretty darn freaking cool. I don't even know what these are, but they go somewhere. Okay. No idea what this is about. Maybe I'll have to cut that off. I don't know. Kind of weird. It's not on this one though. Oh, it's different. Piece. And turbine, other side. Okay, so this is A. It looks like this has already been cut off here. Right? Yeah, somebody's already worked on this. No idea why these the excess hasn't been discarded, but whatever. This must be complete. I don't think there's anything missing. I mean, it was not denoted as such in the item description, so I assume it's okay. Okay. So this is vacuum form. Okay. This is vacuum form. Now why does it have the UN Spacey logo? I can see the UN Spacey logo there. I don't know why that's there. It's kind of strange. So this is a little bit warped. Yeah, just a little bit warped. I think if I put this into hot water and then bend it out straight, put it in the freezer, that should work. Here we have, this is just excess. I'm probably going to just throw that out. I don't know why. Okay, so here are the guns. Cool. Okay. Alright. Excess. Now, what on earth is this? Alright, this is like fuselage here. Excess. Okay. So, the clear parts. Okay, so the cockpit tub. Where does that go? Oh, here it is. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Okay. And where's the nose? Okay, here. This is going to have to cut that out, and then this is going to just fit right down inside there. And we got the pilot figure. That's really cool. I mean, I'll paint him with acrylics, but the rest of the stuff, though, can mostly do it with V-color paints. Engine nozzles. Very freaking cool, guys. This is really cool. So, yeah, I don't know when I'm going to start on this kit, but this is really exciting. Really, really cool. I just don't know what those other clear parts, what are these for? I really do not know. I don't see anything in the instructions about this. How about if I go ahead and open this up? Okay. And I remain perplexed. I really don't understand what these are supposed to be about. I don't know. Okay, so I'm sure I'll probably have to use some putty on here, but here, yeah, the previous owner has done some cutting, and he didn't do quite a very good job. And of course, this is going to have to require some putty, right? Because you got this really bad seam line. I get the feeling that maybe the previous owner just wasn't really good at doing sofubi, but then again, neither was I at first. So the Y-wing by Argonauts, that sofubi Y-wing that I made, that also had some issues because of you know, it's kind of sagging. Sofubi is better, I think, for figures, but I mean, I'm up for the challenge, and mostly I'm just really interested in just the challenge of working on something like this, because it's fun. It's really unique and different and all that. So yeah, oh, that's right, yeah, the engines. Okay, it goes like that, and then this is going to fit on here like so, I guess. So yeah, very cool, very freaking cool. So I completed this 30 pair kit a few years ago, and while I'm mostly happy with how it turned out, like, panel lining. I would probably do it a different color, like a purple or something or other. Well, anyhow, this engine is on backwards, and I didn't even realize it because I'm just stupid, and I can't believe I did the whole model kit without even realizing that this thing's on backwards. So somebody pointed out, and he was really cool about it. He's like, hey, you know, oh, really, it turned out fantastic, but, you know, by the way, the engine pod is upside down. I'm like, or it's on backwards. I'm like, oh my crap, because you could see how it's like kind of tapered down like that, and it's because it's supposed to fit over that. And I'm like, ah, crap, you know, I could try it redoing this, and it's just gonna make a huge mess. But instead, actually, so I was in Isesaki, and I was, I'm sorry, not Isesaki, Takasaki, derp. I was in Takasaki at the Surugaya in the Oppa building, which is just like right by the train station, Takasaki Station. And I got this like for like 2,000 yen. Wait, where's the price tag? Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, 1,900 yen. I'm like, what? There's got to be something wrong with this thing. But it's just the box is a little bit beat up, but everything's here. Everything is intact. I had to make sure that I wasn't going crazy or whatever, but yeah, this is good to go. So I don't think I'm going to redo the K and Yuri. I might leave those alone, especially because I'm really happy with how they turned out, with the way that, you know, I put magnets inside their feet so they can stand on the display stand, which they're not made to do that, but I made them do that. I'm just going to redo the lovely angel ship and do it right this time. And this is my second time doing it, so it's probably not going to take very long. I don't think I'm going to really spend much time to record the process or whatever, but yeah, it's bugged me ever since that guy pointed out to me. And like, again, he was really like polite about it, right? He wasn't like, oh, you screwed up, you suck, or whatever, which I used to get that kind of comment all the time, and I don't think it's because I've gotten better at modeling. I think it's just because I don't get in the algorithms so much anymore. So I don't know if I'm shadow banned or what, but anyhow, I used to get those type of comments all the time, but well, I kind of missed that a little bit. At least there was a lot more eyes on the videos that I was making. But anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna get my revenge and do this the proper way second time around.
You got mail.
So if you did not see my August update video, then you suck. So you might want to watch that right now. But anyhow, so a guy named Fred, Minuteman Model Works, he was kind enough to print some really cool Klingon parts, right, for the Klingon Katinga. Some of the parts, though, didn't get printed quite right. So as a result, I asked a guy named Ted, who lives here in Japan, who has a 3D printing, and he's kind of doing his own 3D printing business. So I paid him to... Oh, so he made this. I didn't really need him to make that, I don't think. Maybe I did, I can't remember. The problem was... these parts had become warped, and here this is not warped. So yeah, this actually fits better, and like the windows had been malformed as well, but problem solved. That's what these parts are here. And also he did a pretty good job cleaning up the clear parts, and there's also some other clear parts that Fred had forgotten to print for me, so I had Ted do that. So thanks, Ted. Let me put this out of the way. So this isn't really the big focus of this. Anyhow, since he was printing stuff out for me, I'm like, well, dude, hey, oh my gosh, hey. How about if I pay you to print some STL files, right? Some 3D printed files for me. So, let me get this out of the box. Wow, this just printed up as like a totally solid piece. This is Nadia. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me carefully take this out. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know why, but it's like whoever designed the STL files for this, you know, he could have made this a lot easier if it was like separate pieces, you know, like right here, this could have been pop off, right? Or have the arms, you know, these could have easily been removable and then just glue them into position. Unfortunately, totally unfortunately. But anyhow, because it's gonna make painting the inside there kind of, yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Anyhow, let me get the head out, and here it is. Is there anything else to this? Oh no, this goes to something else. Or just some clear parts that I had him do for me. Okay, so here is Nadia's head. Earrings are a part of her head, as you can see. Let me carefully take this out. Jeez. Come on. Come on. I'd like to reuse this bag if possible. Here we go. Here is her head. And okay, look at that. I'm gonna have to probably let me see if I can. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I can just kind of scrub some of this off. But here is her face. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so there's a little bit of a damaged part there. No problem. I can putty that in very easily. Okay, so she's got some under boob action, which is pretty awesome. And then her head goes right here. So this is kind of like a little bit more of a mature Nadia, like she looks a little bit older than she does in the show. Right? She looks like she's more like 20 or so. I don't know, instead of a teenager. But anyhow, yeah, her feet are totally attached to the base. Okay. And so this is, golly, I don't know how I'm going to try to paint in there. It's not even going to be really even visible, so I guess I shouldn't care. Alright, so this is another Nadia kit. So I got these off of, oh shoot, what was it called? The website. I don't know, I'll put it up on screen, I guess, because I really can't remember right now. Okay. So, here is the back. Again, a little bit of putty would fix that, no problem. Okay. See, now this is what I'm talking about. This is going to make this kit so much easier to build, right? So much easier. So I could just easily just putty that in and then paint and do what I need to do. And then obviously her hair will fit like so. Okay, so this kind of fits down. That's cool. Okay. It looks kind of weird from this angle, but I'm not going to be really viewing it from that angle, I guess, anyway, so maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, so here is her torso. Got her panties. Alright, which is not really available on this other kit, unfortunately. But anyhow, so... Okay. She's bending forward like so. Now he had a problem printing the base. Didn't work out very well for him. And I said, hey, you know what, don't worry about it. I'll just, I have wooden bases I can easily attach it to, so that's no big deal. So here you go, right? And then this is going to just fit on top here. And then this is going to fit like so. There. So yeah, she's just kind of bent forward and then looking up like that. That's cool. And where's her other arm? Oops. Okay, I'm not going crazy, am I? The arm. I am the arm. Where is it? Okay, so apparently he forgot to send me the arm because I don't see it. Alright, well, I'll just contact him. Oh my. Well, here is the arm. So, he sent me the arm that was lost. And there we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's assemble her. And do a bit of a dry fit. Okay, butt. Her butt goes like so. And then this goes like so. 4 feet and legs, 4 arms and torso. And I will form the head. Right? Okay, so that's what I managed to do the last time. Okay. There she is. And this time, the arm. The arm. How does this go? It's supposed to be like that, maybe. Kinda. Oh, butt crap. No, I think it's supposed to go like that. There we go. There you go. So she's holding. He must have used some sort of sticky tack or something, because he sent me a picture of this built up. All right. So, and of course her. Oh well, you get it. You know what I'm talking about.
Supplies!
Alright, I'm using a brush for the Turner Acryl gouache, and this is breaking it up. Alright, so there's no more chunks inside here. Just making it nice and smooth, and hopefully now this will be airbrushable. Let's take a look here. give this a shot. Looks like I'll need to add some more paint. So a little bit thin. Alright. I think I pretty much give up. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't have to prime this, should I? I mean, it just moves around. Alright, I'm not gonna bother with this paint. This is pretty bad. The instructions on Hobby Japan magazine says just mix it up with a paintbrush. But this is... it just does not stick at all. And it wipes completely right off. Yeah, not impressed with this ability to be airbrushed at all. As far as I'm concerned, this is just for paint, hand brushing. It's pretty bad. Okay, as promised, here is a look at Macross Mechanics Autumn 2025. I've come across this magazine slash MOOC, right? So it even says right there, MOOC, right? Never really bought one, but this one is, you know, it's 2,750 yen, right? That's kind of not the ideal price I'd like to pay, but this is by Hobby Japan. So, of course, the regular Hobby Japan magazine is like... it's just mostly Gundam all over the covers and such. But I think what they do is they kind of like take a bunch of the Macross content from Hobby Japan, and then they release it as its own specialty magazine. And so if you saw the hobby show coverage I did, even though it was not as in-depth as I wanted it to be, right? Like, for example, I didn't even get to go to Fine Molds to take a look at their F-104J Starfighter that's coming out. But I did get to see the new Armored Valkyrie by Plamax, or Max Factory, whatever. Yeah, it's Plamax. And yeah, it would be interesting to see this side by side with the Hasegawa kit. But yeah, they're really, really cool. Okay, so let's take a look at this magazine. This is one of those events, and with the Macross Modelers events. And so here, this is Kaneda. This is the guy I know here from Aoshima, when I worked at Aoshima. He's not really so much interested in the original Macross, unfortunately. Oh well. Alright, so Tokushu, ai obotemasu ka, right? That's the focus of this magazine, and that's why I wanted to get this, just because, alright, I'm not really so much into any of the other Macross series, just the original show plus the movie. I don't know, a Macross 2 is kind of cool. That doesn't get enough love, although it is coming out on Blu-ray through Animego, and I think that's really great. So yeah, it would be cool if they would come out with like a better model kit than the Bandai one. I have it, of the Valkyrie 2 from Macross 2, but yeah, whatever. I've only seen maybe one episode of Macross Plus, and I enjoyed it, but I've never seen anything more than that, and I really should see it. So yeah, so this is the Plamax Valkyrie VF-1S, the Strike Valkyrie. So now this is just the Skull Squadron. So this is one of those what do you call it, where it's like a omnibus or whatever, because like this one is probably exclusively Fokkers, I guess. I don't know. This one is not the Strike Valkyrie though. This is just the Super Fighter. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is the VF-1A, and this is the VF-1S Strike Valkyrie. This is just the regular Super Valkyrie, so it's not going to have like the cannon, right? You see that, right? So this is one of the reasons why you're getting Macross internationally, is like that friend of mine, Adrian. He had caught Harmony Gold in a lie, or several lies, in a court case, and they were passing off Do You Remember Love Valkyrie designs as it coming from Macross, the TV show, and that's just completely incorrect, and anybody can tell that the designs are different. Like first of all, like the colored stripes, right, are completely different in the movie versus the TV show, right? Because like Max's, for example, is all blue, but in the movie it's just like a blue stripe here. You don't have the UN Spacey logo on the fast packs. You have the Skull Squadron, Skull and Bones, and like this whole Strike Valkyrie with like the cannon here. That is not in the show at all. So yeah, Harmony Gold, eat a bag. So he was able to help broker a deal between Harmony Gold and Big West. Check this out. This is by Dorobo Hige, and I think I may have seen this in Hobby Japan magazine. I think I can't really totally remember. I have seen that he has a video on YouTube, and it's really kind of criminal. Like, he's like this brilliant modeler, but he hardly has any YouTube subscribers. It's really weird. I probably have more than he does, and I don't understand why. But anyhow, he is a genius with lighting, as you can see. And so if you see the video, it's just like the lights transfer back and forth just like they do in the movie. And like this monster here, like the cannons will will flash when they're shooting. It's just so incredibly cool. And then also like the runway lights will go on there. That is just so cool. He's got like timer chips in there. Incredibly awesome. Incredibly awesome. So look at that. That is so cool. That is just amazing. I have this kit, and I would really love to be able to do this. Look at that. He totally sculpted like the city and stuff. He probably used a whole bunch of like, greeblies and stuff. I don't know, but that is so awesome inside there. That is so cool. Very awesome. And you can just barely see. Like if you see the model, like the city is inside the legs, and I guess it kind of like connects all the way here, I think. I don't know, but yeah, you got like these windows here, and like these windows will shut down in the during battle, I guess. And I think that there's like that observation park where Hikaru and Minmay go when it plays a setting in the end of the movie as well. I think that's like in the very back here. I think. I don't know. But that's also why like the city gets all messed up when it transforms, because it has to like, you know, divide and section off to form the legs and such. When it transforms to the storm attacker. So it looks like he added a whole bunch of greebly plastics. Yeah, yeah, he added a bunch of extra detail, surface detail. That's pretty cool. And I've been doing that. I haven't touched it in a long time, but I have this Vesta Star Destroyer. I was adding a whole bunch of surface detail using plot plates. I have like, I don't know, at least a half hour or so of footage. I've just not progressed with that model kit very much at all because I don't really have any place to put it. But so I've just been busy doing other stuff. Alright, so this is the 1/100 scale Valkyrie kits by Wave, and I have like I think it's a Batroid kit by Wave that's 1/100 scale. So I'd like to maybe get a Valkyrie in that scale. I don't know. I do have some old RDE Valkyries in that scale, some Gerwalks and such. So yeah, this is all the work of the Max Factory, right? The Plamax Valkyries. And look at that, the engine bells there. That's really cool. Like that, the real bright silver look. That's pretty cool. What was it? Is it in here? The one thing I do not like about the Max Valkyries is maybe it's there. Didn't show it here. Maybe it's in a. And we're gonna see that later. I don't know. There's no clear parts for the nav lights, and in here they use the clear runners. And oh, look at that! That is so cool. Mid-May. That is great. That is really cool. I like the scratched up weathering on there. So, what is this? Again, this is Max Factory. What 72nd scale? Hikaru. That's really cool. That is really cool. Nice use of weathering on that. Very cool. Oh wait, hold on, what's this? Guide tape? Oh, for scribing, that's what he's doing here. Okay, that is really cool. Really cool. Really super cool. Okay, so this is also by Max Factory, and I have these. I have all three of these. This is what, 20th scale, I believe. Yeah, 1/20th scale, Hikaru, and Minmei and Misa. And check this out. They went with that whole cell shading look to it, which is kind of cool. It has that real anime look. That really looks cool. I don't think I'm gonna do that, but I just think that's really great. So he painted on the actual shadows on there. That is really cool. That is really cool. Look at that. Scratch built the little key card with the song lyrics or whatever it is that they find in the. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And check this out. It's like they're painting the. That is so cool. That is really cool. All right, let's keep going here. All right, so here's the Kwajalein Raw Mudio. I don't know if they really lighted this one or if they just used like a photography trick. It looks like they have actual lights on this. Who's the modeler? Nikke? I've never seen that name before. Could be. I remember there was like a controversy with Star Trek I think it was in, what was it? I guess it was in Fine Scale Modeler, and they used like some Photoshop to make lights happen when the actual kit did not have lights, and there's a bit like a controversy behind that. In Japan, they don't really have any qualms about doing that. Look at that, they put some magnets on here to make the parts swappable. That's really cool, because you can have it opened or closed, right? And they put like those super strong magnets. So I like that. That's really cool. Very cool. And this is it's basically, I mean, it's not really 12 scale, but they say it's non-scale because like this is her giant Zentradi form. But here's Nadia, right? This is the resin garage kit by Hasegawa, and look at the detail on her face. That is just really cool. It makes it look like hand drawn, and of course you got like the cell shading in her hair and such, and that's cool. That is really great. Oh my gosh. And here's the Max versus Nadia. So pretty neat stuff. Now this is, of course, this is Hasegawa. Oh, and then of course Max, he gets enlarged. Yeah, see, there he is. Very cool. And this was at the hobby show I was at, so you got like Min-Mei in her bathing suit version. That's cool. They haven't come out, at least as of like yesterday or the day before, no actual photos of the completed resin figure that's coming out of Min-Mei. Oh well. So yeah, here's the TV version that's coming out, and also the VT-01 trainer that is in the movie, and it actually has Hikaru, Misa, and Min-Mei. So you can put the Min-Mei and Hikaru in the super ostrich, right, with the super parts. But this is like after it blows off the super parts and they're on Earth, and he and Misa are scouting the Earth. So I don't know who this character is. Oh, this is cool. That's pretty cool. There's Max beating the hell out of a battle pod. I guess they're supposedly both 72nd scale, but there's so much inconsistencies, especially in the TV show. Just the way it's drawn, because the TV show, as great as it was really sloppy, and it was underfunded, and they did a lot of rush jobs, and I think they had to outsource to South Korea or something rather. I don't know. So I don't know who this is. Makina Nakajima. I don't know what this is. Obviously, I think this must be Delta, Macross Delta, which I don't know anything about really. Saw a few episodes and I was not a fan, but this is what Alsham was doing. This is a pretty cool looking build here. I don't know what this is about. Macross Modeler's 9th Plow Model Photo Contest. Okay. Oh, that's pretty wild. Look at that. That's great. Nice diorama there. Pretty awesome. Ah. And stuff. Oh, this is this is from the TV show, right? When Hikaru smashes through their window. Yeah, that's cool. Lots of neat stuff. These are all the contestants. Great. And that is the end. I don't know who she is. voice actress, Macross Delta. Don't care. And that's it. And yeah, again, I have not seen any finished products of this, not listed on Hasegawa's website yet. But yeah, neat stuff. This is the photo I was thinking that I was wanting to mention here. So yeah, there is no, there are no clear parts for where there should be clear parts in the Plamax Max Factory Valkyries. So it says here they use the clear runners, and I guess they just kind of filed it down. They cut it to size and filed it down. So yeah, they just yeah, they filed it because yeah, clear runner or mono. So yeah, that's maybe, I guess, what I would do, perhaps. I don't know. I don't have one of these. I did buy one, but I ended up giving to my friend because he doesn't do glue or paint or anything. But I said, you know, hey, you can build this and it should be easy because it's a snap kit. Here is a comment I rather enjoyed. This is on Odysee, actually. It's not on YouTube. But this is from, SM Tech, I'll just say that. He said that you are one of the only modelers I watch. You do videos on everything I like, a little bit of everything. Models, figures, sci-fi, anime, aircraft, and retro games. So yeah, that was really cool getting that feedback. I appreciate that comment.
Yo, bro! You cannot park there!
Hey, I need some fucking help! I need some help!
You cannot park there!
Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it?
So I guess that's pretty much it for this time around. The last video was extremely long, and I don't feel like making a very long video this time around. I'm just going to go ahead and finish it here. So yeah, it is now December 1st, so that's my motivation for hurrying up and finishing this video. So yeah, December, and you know what that means.
Christmas. Christmas. Yeah.
So I don't know when the next update video is going to be, so in the meantime, live long and prosper. May the force be with you. So long. Thanks for all the fish, and Merry Christmas. Bye.